Hello everyone, welcome to Lugano Airport in Switzerland, and today we're going to do some gliding. This will be our second gliding video, and what a better place to do it, so let's get going here. I kind of wish the tow plane didn't just veer over to the left, but it seems to usually do that, and you just kind of have to go with it. So yeah, I love gliding in X-Plane 11, and again we're using the Oculus Rift. Probably going to be using it a lot more in my videos, and I recently discovered with Fly Inside you can actually use the hand controls and use it to manipulate the stick, throttle, and flip the switches. I haven't checked in X-Plane 11 if you can do this, but I did notice you can do it with the new Fly Inside for Prepared, so that's kind of exciting. I don't know how well it will work, but it's nice that you can do that. So this is an airport. It's situated in the city of Lugano, and which is, you know, like I said, it's in Switzerland, and it couldn't be, you know, more of a perfect place to do some gliding. It's nice to have these hills, and again, we're going to do the pattern, sort of. We're going to go around the mountains and then come back in, and it should be a very scenic flight. So this Lugano Airport is by Aerosoft, and it's the first payware airport for X-Plane 11 that I've ever used. And for the most part, it's pretty nice. Some flickering textures here and there, and some odd shadows in the water that you'll see later on, but it's okay. It's not too bad. So right now, we'll just go up to 3,000 feet, and then we'll cut the tow rope, and we'll do the flight. Shouldn't be too long, about 15 minutes. But I promise on the next glider video, we won't just do the pattern. We'll do a little more. We'll try to find thermals and things. That's what I said in the last video I would do. But this video is just, this airport is just so nice that the pattern, I think, is sufficient. So that's what we'll be doing. Now and maybe we'll actually go gliding here. Actually, I think maybe the next video I'll glide here, but we'll go off to the mountains. So, alright, cutting the tow rope, and we're going to make a right turn and line back up with the airport, which will be on the left. Have a look down here. A lot of neighborhoods and buildings. Try to make my head movement slower, keeping in mind that I'm using the Oculus. And alright, we're back, kind of in the pattern. We're gonna head straight ahead, and then you see there's a mountain there on the right, a little hill. We're gonna go around that into the lake, and then back. Elevation at this airport is 915 feet, and look out here. This is a very, very nice area. Now, I'm able to see the gauges clearly with the Oculus, especially in DCS World and in X-Plane 2. So if you're having blurry textures, it's either that your settings, your vision isn't bad. I wear contact lenses, so if you wear glasses, and then I actually need to take note of that next time. Try it out without my contact lenses and see if it's blurry. I don't know, it shouldn't be. But if you do have a vision problem, either reading or you're whether you're nearsighted or farsighted, it might be able to affect that. Like, see, looking at this, the label right there, I can read everything clearly. I can read the gauges clearly, and it's not bad. I'm gonna look over our left wing. Just the only downside is the reflections here on these lakes, like I said, are kind of funky. But if you just don't look at them, they're alright. They're not too bad. Having a look down there. You can just look everywhere. It's fun. Gliding's this wouldn't be as fun without the Oculus, and I need to use it a lot more in my videos. Just they still need to work on better ways to record it. The trick I use right now, since you can't full screen the fly inside window, to my knowledge, I haven't found a way to do it. So I just record in 4K, so that gives me a little extra room to increase the video size in the editor and do it that way. Same thing with DCS World, and that works out. But it really makes the flying easier, I will tell you that, when you can look around and look at your surroundings. And we're just gliding on in. We got plenty of time, plenty of room. I just can't think of a more better place to glide. It's just such a good area to do so. Now, this airport has a flying club and a flight school. And then it has a main airline, which is Darwin Airlines. They operate out of this airport. And hopefully, like I said in the last video, I will actually get to go gliding soon. I haven't been able to get down to SoCal, which is where I will be doing the gliding. I've been down there, but haven't had time to actually go. So I will do that soon. I will bring my GoPro, and it'll be a good time. And I should actually get to fly the glider for a little bit once we're up in the air, and I can document that and put it on the channel. But for now, this will have to do. X-Plane 11. I also have the Condor gliding software, which is also very good. Glider pilots do actually use that for fun. And if you're looking for something fun and different to do, I really suggest trying out the gliders in X-Plane 11. Especially if you have the rudder pedal and the stick, because that's really what you use. You use a lot more rudder in these than other aircraft. And when you're flying behind the tow plane, that's mainly all you're using is the rudder. You don't want to turn to line up with the plane. You want to use the rudder, and you try to stay off to the right wing, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what you line up with. But I'll have to, I'll do some creative things, a few videos down the line we'll do another glider video. I don't want to do too many of them back to back. I really like to mix up things on this channel with the content, constantly switching it up. My frame rate lately it's okay with the Oculus Rift, but when I take the Oculus Rift off, it's not very good in the regular X-Plane mode without VR. I don't know what that's about. It used to be fine, so I don't know what's happened. I've tried different settings, and it's just it's not very good at all. But with VR it is. Well, that's okay. I mainly want to use VR in this anyway. I don't know, this channel, I don't know, as VR progresses, maybe I'll just do mostly VR videos. It kind of makes doing the beginning stuff with the scenery, I don't know how much of that you guys actually like, because usually with the intros of my videos I like to show some of the outskirts of the airport before we get into the plane. And I think people really like that, but I don't know. I don't know if that's really, if that matters to you guys, because if not, I'll just cut to straight into the airplane and get to it with the VR. So we'll see. I'll have to try it out, you know. It's all up to you guys, because I'm making the content for you at the end of the day. And if it's something you don't really care about for the, you know, the majority of you, then I could just stop doing it, just kind of do the flight. It would also make it easier on me with the editing. Could probably get more videos out, possibly, I don't know. Now the only problem with VR is that you can't see the keys on your keyboard so well. So if you need to put the gear up, or you need to do something with, you know, the camera or whatever, it doesn't work so well. It'd be fine for VATSIM. There's a built-in mic to the Oculus, and that would all work. But you can't look at anything. Like if you need to look at a chart or something, you're not going to be able to do it unless you take it off, which is okay. But if you're recording the video, that can be a problem. The view is going to be all screwed up. So right now we are coming back to the airport to land, and you control your height, your altitude, with the spoilers, which are really neat. They pop up from the wing, and I'll show you that when we start using them. But it's an interesting way to fly. It's a whole new way to fly with the glider, not having an engine, you know. It's almost similar to having an engine though, because you usually work the throttle when you have a smaller prop plane, but in this case you're just using the spoilers. And see, they pop up there on the wing. We're just gonna get a good lineup, and should get a good landing. I haven't had too many bad landings. This is the third time I've done this today. I wanted to practice a couple times before I actually recorded it, but each time worked out very well with the same results. Right on the glide slope, and we're pretty much almost lined up. And I also do this with the rudder. I line up with the rudder, you know, with the runway. Excited to get into DCS World some more. Hope you guys enjoyed the video I put up last. It was just short little 5-minute or less video, but it was just some test footage that I got, and I was kind of excited about it with how it looked. You know, I didn't really do anything. I didn't go for any kills or anything. I just wanted to fly around, get the feeling for it. Okay, so we're still on the glide slope. Speed is looking good. And yeah, how I operate it, so if I'm getting too high above the glide slope, I just pull out some spoilers until you get back on it, and then you can put the spoilers back. And I just keep doing that. So that's how you control your height. And like I said, it's the same thing when you're landing, usually, with most planes, if it's not fly-by-wire, like an Airbus or something. You use the throttle to, if you want to get lower, you cut the throttle. If you want to get higher, add throttle. But it works the same way here, just with the speed brake. Just have to clear the trees here. And we're coming in nicely. Try to make the center line. Now I'm going to pull off to the side case any incoming aircraft would like to land, so we're not taking up the runway. So I'll pull off into the grass. And now we have come to a stop. And that's pretty much how it's done. So we'll turn this off and open the canopy. And we can get out. Another successful glider trip. Let's take a look at the replay. If you look at the wings, you can see that I'm working the spoilers. And we're down and exiting the runway. Alright everybody, hope you enjoyed that one. Leave me a comment, say hello, and I'll see you on the next video. You guys take care.